So hello guys, this is the man Rapidify here once again, and this is a review on the PDW-R submachine gun. I mean PDW for your engineer class. PDW stands for Personal Defense Weapon. Um, Being that this is a personal defense weapon, it does have above average range and above average damage than most of your other SMGs. It is unlocked at rank 22, which I'm currently in right now, in the top left hand corner. I went from a rank 18 to rank 22 in a week or so, just to unlock this weapon and to do a review on it. And right off the bat, I just really like the weapon. I like every aspect of it, its damage, its looks. It looks really fun when you move around, it moves around with you. That's kind of funny. It has really good iron sights. I would not recommend putting a red dot on it, although I could see how that would work, but I just really like the iron sights on it. It has these blue lights that most of the new weapons have. I think the QBB, ASVAL, those are the two I can think on the top of my head right now. And the attachments that I was using, if you did not notice at the beginning, I will get into the attachments later on in this video and explain what they do. But let's quickly get into the stats of this weapon. It is a personal defense weapon, as I said. So it has 25 bullets per clip and 4 magazines total. I mean 5 magazines total with 4 magazines spare. This is, I think, the most, not the most, but a really good ammo count. I think the most goes to the P90 or PP19, I'm not sure. But you won't be running out of ammo too quickly with this weapon. It has a really quick reload of 3.2 seconds, so you can reload really quickly. And combine that with the amount of ammo you got, and it's just really good. It has a bit above average projectile velocity of 700. And this is equal to the MP5 and MP7. Deviation wise, it does have a bit more than average, so that's why some people tend to not like this weapon, because of the deviation. But if you burst this weapon properly, you can get away with the deviation, and it's not really that much, but it has a bit above average recoil, meaning that it is more than average. This can be dealt with good attachments, but as I said, I will get into the attachments later on in this video. It has a 0.05 second enough sight, which is average for your engineer. Damage. It does 26 to 24 damage at close range, 22 to 16 damage at medium range, and 15 to 11 damage at longer range. As you can see, it has a bit above average damage, especially at medium range, which some guns tend to have a huge drop off. It also have above average what's it called, range. The initial range starts from 0 to 22 meters. After that it goes to 22 to 35 meters, and after that it just drops off to long range. If you are rank 21, 22, and you have some spare funds, I would recommend you get this weapon. But some attachments are required to make this weapon good. Without attachments it can be good, but then I really don't recommend it, because the recoil and deviation will really get to you. And the attachments that I was using is the stabilized stock. Reason being, in my opinion, it's the best stock in the game. No, not in the game, but for your engineer class. Being that it reduces recoil and deviation for your engineer, and recon benefit from the deviation too. Mag attachments, I was going for the Stingray Max. Some of you might think, why Stingray Max? Well, that's because Viper Max, they give more long range damage than Stingray Max, but Stingray Max give more close range damage than Viper Max. And if you compare the Viper Max to Stingray Max on the engineer, you have more close range damage, but one less long range damage. But since you have engineer weapons which are meant for close range, you rather benefit from the close range damage rather than long range. It also benefits from 2 more bullets per clip, so that's always helpful. So that's why I went with that. As of barrel, I went with the standoff barrel, but the standoff barrel is really good for his weapon, but right now I'm almost rank 23. Once I get to rank 23, I will get the Predator barrel, because that increases your range and what's it called, projectile velocity, so that's really good. Overall, this weapon, I really like this weapon. I do go fairly positive with this weapon in this gameplay. As you can see, it's just really good. Quick reload, looks good, handles great. I mean, I would not think of a reason not to buy this weapon, except when you like OP weapons, the MP5, as well G53, but this is a great change of pace compared to the normal weapons, just everyday use. So I would just really recommend this weapon if you are rank 22. And this has been the Man Big5, and I'm out.
Not even the ground.